What's up everyone, it is Mr. M and I'm back today with an unboxing examination of the July Metalhead box for 2019. Another great box like usual. There's a bunch of classic bands in this one, which I think is really cool. And to start off, we got the pin, as always, Metalhead box exclusive and designed by Mark Rudolph. And this month for tribute pin number 16, we have a Creator. This is the Coma of Souls artwork. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know I'm a huge Creator fan. They're probably my favorite thrash metal band. Coma of Souls is an excellent album, and I'm super happy to have this in the collection. The brain, or inside the head, whatever you want to call it, isn't as detailed as the album artwork, but for what they have done with the pin, it's still incredibly detailed, and I fucking love it. Probably, along with the Cannibal Corpse one we got a couple months ago, probably my favorite pin I've gotten so far. Next up, we got a flag that we get periodically, and this time it is Dissection, anti-cosmic metal of death. I've never been huge into Dissection, but their first album is pretty fucking great. The title, of course, is blanking right now, but I love that album. Dissection just in general was a band that I never really got into all that much, but I'm sure I'll find somewhere in my room to hang it up. And next up, to help with the extremely hot summer that some places in the world are getting right now, we have a water bottle. And of course, if you know death metal, you recognize that face because it's on that album. Scream Bloody Gore from Death. I'm definitely going to be putting this to some use at some point. I'm sure I'll bring it to work with me. I work at a hardware store and I'm outside quite a bit sometimes. So yeah, gotta stay hydrated in the summer heat. We are getting towards fall because it's basically the middle of August now, but that doesn't mean that the heat's gonna let up anytime soon. Next up, I think I'll do the CDs next. First up is a band called Baumann. This is their self-titled, fuck, that glare sucks. This is self-titled. I don't know whether to call it an EP or a mini album. It's only 6 songs, but it's like 33 or 34 minutes long, so it's, for only having 6 songs, that's pretty long. This is put out on Black Market Metal label. Blackened death metal. Blackened at times, but primarily death metal. And that being said, one of the first comparisons that came to mind was Dimmu Borgir, the Insorte Diaboli era, but without any orchestra, any symphonic elements, and without a choir. A newer band to compare them to is a Denver-based band called Noctambulist, which is basically almost the same thing as this, which I have nothing against. This is pretty solid. Like I said, it's kind of long for it being only 6 songs, which I guess may be a downfall for some people. But it's black and death metal, and if you like that stuff, definitely check it out. And next up is an album called The Battle for Greatness by a band called Rune Lord. And if you cannot tell by this album cover, this is some power metal. Definitely has the traditional heavy metal influence in there as well. Kind of like a band like Eternal Champion or a more serious Glory Hammer, musically anyway. Lyrically, just basically pick out any Amon Amarth record or whichever Bathory albums that they did that are on Vikings, and that is what you get, because they sing about Vikings. The album cover kind of reminds me of like some mid-2000s RPG video game. Just the style of the artwork. But I think it's pretty cool for what it's worth. I didn't listen to this thing entirely through yet. I've only listened to like 3 or 4 songs because I pretty much knew what I was going to expect with an album cover like this. But just based off those few songs, it's very solid. Like I say, if you like Eternal Champion or Glory Hammer, you know, power metal, traditional heavy metal, I think you're going to like this one quite a bit. And to end off the video, we have a shirt DBC, Dead Brain Cells. I actually had not heard of this band before I got this shirt. They've been around for 30 years, so I'm one of the bands that just slipped through the cracks, really. As you can tell, they've got the 1989, 2019 right there. But from what I've gathered, from what I've heard other people say, they're a thrashy, speed, hardcore band. I know that's like 3 genres lumped into one. But it kind of seems like something that'll be right up my alley. And the artwork looks pretty sweet, too. So I'll get around to checking them out eventually. But yeah, I definitely think it'll be up my alley. I know probably a lot of people have heard of them, given that they've been around for 30 years. But like I said, they're just a band that slipped through the cracks. And I like how there's printing on both the front and the back of the shirt. Metalhead box doesn't really do that all that much. I think it's pretty cool. And that was everything that came in the box. As you could tell, there was no autograph this month, which, truth be told, I didn't really mind. I know a lot of people look forward to the autograph. I do as well. But given that I have so many autographs just sitting aside waiting for me to put them somewhere, you know, it basically would just be another autograph that is going to be not on display, collecting dust basically until I figure out what the fuck to do with it and all the other ones that I have. But yeah, I think it's a solid box overall. We still got the shirt, we still got the music, we still got the one knick-knack kind of thing that they always like to throw in with the water bottle. We got the flag, and then we got, of course, got the pin, which we've come to expect in almost every box for about a year now, I'd say. So yeah, I could do without the autograph this month. I don't really have a problem with that. But yeah, like I said at the beginning, this is another solid box. The Metalhead box continues to do a great job. They will have my eternal support. The link to their website, if you want to get your own, will be linked in the description below. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for subscribing, commenting, all of that. And I will catch you in the next video.